right, good afternoon, guys. This afternoon, I want to give you guys an update about Christopher P. Dantes, right? Okay, that if you don't know, that's Vitaly's cameraman. We should all know, if you clicked on this video, you should know who Vitaly is. And Christopher P. Dantes is his cameraman, the one who filmed him committing all of the acts for which he's now arrested in the Philippines, right? And he is now on the run, and there have been some updates, right? So we're going to get into that. Remember, in the last video that I did about this subject, the Philippines government, the officials and stuff who were talking about the charges, made it very clear they weren't only going to arrest Mr. Vitaly, they were looking for his cameraman, and they have been tracking him down. Okay, and there has been new developments. Apparently, Mr. Dantes, right? He's currently doing the race in the Philippines right now. If you don't know what the race is, it's a song by a very disturbing individual in the United States. But it's a very catchy song. It's a very catchy song, but it's very disturbing. And basically, Mr. P. Dantes right now is doing the same thing. Okay, he cannot beat these charges, so he's trying to get away from the police and trying to get away from the consequences, right?
His criminal accomplices, his local people that helped him, are the reason why he was able to do what he did. Without those people enabling him and showing him where to go, telling him the places to go, directing him, and most importantly, holding the camera, many of these crimes wouldn't be committed. In fact, some of these crimes, such as videotaping people without permission or videotaping in a certain area that he wasn't allowed to videotape in, those things were directly culpable on the cameraman, on the person who is holding that camera, who is a local by the name of Christopher P. Dantes, aka Sly Kane, as he goes by online, and he is still on Kick. Now, Vitaly has been, I believe, clicked off that platform by now, but this guy, Sly Kane, is still streaming on that platform. But let's give you a reminder as to his culpability as to this whole incident. So I'm going to play a clip. This is from Grandpa Tozy's coverage of this, and you're going to just see exactly how involved this cameraman is, Sly Kane, Christopher P. Dantes.
Arc is back. Demon time.
Saan po Shangri-La, kuya? Shangri-La?
So, bro, I know where we are.
Okay.
Don't you want to scare me?
Oh, damn, this is cardio today, chat.
There he is. That's Christopher B. Dantes, Sly Kane, right there in form. Once again, he's the one holding the camera when Vitaly says demon time. When it's demon time, Sly Kane is there to help out Vitaly. Let's continue this and watch what he says about knowingly. Watch what he knows he did wrong.
Ain't that some shit?
Just film it.
All right.
Boss, let me see.
Oh my God, so many laws have been broken today.
Dude, so many laws have been broken today. There was so many laws have been broken today. And Tozy cut off at the same time I was going to cut off. But he knew. And when you have that, what we call mens rea, the state of mind where you know that you broke laws and you did it willingly. And you even saw that interaction. Vitaly said, film it. And he bent the knee and said, yes, sir, I'm going to film this for you.
You know, that's what it is. When you decide to participate in willingly these types of activities, right? You know, those are the consequences you run. You know, if you go on a robbery, right, and you decide to partake as just being the driver, and then there's a killing. In some states, they will charge everybody who was involved in the execution of this crime with murder, right? And you might say, well, I wasn't there. That had nothing to do with me. The judge does not care about that. You decided to go on this little journey to commit a crime, and if the crime ends up escalating into something bigger, you still have to face the consequences, right? We've all known about that. You don't have to be a lawyer like Mr. Legal Mindset. You probably have watched some CSI Miami or something. You should have heard about it, right? You should be aware of these things, right? So this is the situation my boy now finds himself in.
He gave away a ton of information about where he was recently, hiding outside of Manila. Now, I'm going to show the video where he really gives it away. This is his vacation video. So he's out here. He filmed this just on April 13th, right? And you're going to see, you even see in the chat, I'm going to read some of these chats, which are actually funny. Somebody asked why he left Manila, and then he says, too much heat, probably. And then Kripke says, someone told me you're on the lam. Yeah, everybody. Because he is on the lam. He is running from the cops. He is running from, the justice system that is looking for him. And then even right here, it says, saying, are you not going to stream in Manila? No, because the second he goes back to Manila, he knows somebody is going to catch him. Somebody's going to find him. Somebody's going to report him, right? They probably have a warrant out for him or whatever, whatever equivalency is going on there in Manila. So he would definitely get caught if he slips up in Manila. So instead, he decided to go to a private resort. We're going to show little details, and we're going to then show you how it was found. So you see here, I'm not going to play the audio because there's some copyright music in the background, so I don't want to get hit on that. But you can see the buildings in the background, and because you can see those buildings in the background, that was enough information, guys. The buildings in the background and the beach and kind of the layout, that was enough to be able to tell exactly where he was.
And he's filming on Kick. So he not only is he still there, right? Not only is he still in the Philippines, but he's filming it, even though he's like public enemy number 2 right now in the Philippines. Okay, they're hunting for him. Like when the United States military was hunting for what Saddam Hussein, right? When they were looking for Bin Laden in the caves, right? That's how they're looking for this dude right now. But he's streaming on Kick because, the views. Remember in the previous video, if you guys watch the previous videos, if you didn't watch it, you could still go and watch it, right? We were talking about this. I was saying, if I was Mr. Vitaly's cameraman, Mr. Vitaly is obviously locked up. He's public enemy number 1 now in the Philippines. And he also, the whole of Asia right now, they're not too fond of these. It's really bad right now, right? Seeing that, I would find the quickest way to find myself on the exact opposite side of the planet. Whatever is the opposite of the Philippines, even if it's in the middle of the goddamn ocean, I would be there. I would not want to be detained. But I told you, if this guy was so intelligent that he allowed himself to be brought into these activities, all right, to be the cameraman for Mr. What's his name, Vitaly committing crime, Mr. Vitaly Zdorovetskiy, right? Well, then he might not be smart enough. So basically, we'll keep watching the video. Basically, he's still there.
So immediately he is doxxed. People report him to authorities. That information gets out there, and he runs away immediately the same day, within hours. Once again, I showed you this before, and it's funny again. You get him on the run in his car. He had gone there with his family, but he packs up his entire family. He cuts the vacation short, and he hits the road. And he is running away right here from everybody, because he knows he has to get out of there before the cops show up and before they haul him off. One of the fun facts I also think here is it's funny in the chat. They also acknowledge his association with ICE and the CX crew. And, once again, it shows you this broader connection of this henchman to people that are causing problems and being a nuisance all around Asia.
Okay, it's just I'm if you see me animated, I'm not angry. I'm in shock. Because, I would never, ever decide to do the things these people decide to do. And I'm not even that much of a normal, formal person. It's just like, if I wanted, I'd be trying to get out of there. I would not be streaming. You would not be able to find anything about me anywhere on social. I'll delete everything that could be deleted. I don't understand, right? So they're looking for him right now. They'll probably find him hiding in a hole somewhere, like Saddam Hussein. You know what I'm saying? And there's going to be footage on Philippines news, and he's going to be coming out of the tunnel, and it's going to. This shit is entertaining, bro. This shit is entertaining. Sly Kane. Okay, now we starting to sound like some sort of a criminal. Man, you could Sly Kane. I run up in your veins. I got money for a plane. I'm getting all the brain. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sly Kane.